Hello everyone, I am Gefepido and welcome to Weapons of War Part 3. So, let's see here. Now that I've got a lot of the damage upgrades, it should be a little easier to, get bigger Vec dealt with early. Although, wonder if I should have prioritized the first plus one use on Freezer Beam sooner. And I can't say finding Camilla with Big Game Hunter wasn't a stroke of luck. I mean, really, 2 Big Game Hunters? I'm a lot less worried about, that one boss than I might have been, but even so. What's this one? Right. Oh, right, for the sake of showing skills, I'll just demonstrate what this one is, since not everyone watches every video. Now, over here we got Leapers, Masons, Tumblebugs, and Destoroyah. Now, my biggest concern here is, of course, the fact that I don't know what Destoroyah does yet, although my extra damage should be useful against him. Maybe? I don't. Well, until I know how he works, I simply won't know. Now here we got, silkworms, the shell scion, dragonflies, and floaters. The boss is less worrisome. The shell scion should be less of an issue with the damage, but also, I don't know. I guess it would be good to have, a few more upgrades. Might be nice to have more uses of freeze for the Masons and or Tumblebugs, just in case. Because, since I don't have a building immune upgrade on the artillery, I may... it's possible for a Tumblebug to get in a position where there's no great way to solve him. Okay. That's, so there's the 2 rep there, Cryovec there. Hopefully there's no ship mission over here. I guess one way or another I'm going through Shale Harbor. At least I've got 2 flyers, right? Alright, okay, so... This one's the one with Camilla, right? Should I just, okay, so... Maybe I should bait the Cryovec? I mean, I was thinking to just block them off from getting over here, since if they try to web Camilla, they're getting nothing, but, I could just put Super X there, so the, Cryovec might go here instead of, well, here. Maybe. What's it got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess he could move here and try for this if he wants. Maybe. I'm not seeing this one highlight, but... Weird. Because it looks like... Huh. Okay, whatever. No point overthinking it. Or... How many times have I wished I could deploy 1 lane forward of where I can, but oh well. Oh, okay, so we can move there. It didn't look like... Oh, right. How many times now have I forgotten that the whirlpool just gets frozen by the Cryovec, so there's no point in... Anyway. Okay, so, hypothetically, I could just do this, and then he gets pushed into that. And then... Can Mugiwara come up on ice? He can, so that's good. So I could have Gotengo kill the Cryovec right now. Mugiwara ram the... Well, either of these two put the Alpha Silkworm off, and then... need to get this guy, which... It might be, if I can get Mugiwara over here, it'd be better to hit him with that. And be nice to get the colony soon, but this first turn should be a pretty effective beatdown as regards the Vec, so... Yeah, I should just Super X that one. And then I can get the... Well, the colonies are always troublesome, but... I should be clear to get the floater next turn. Oh, this is gonna be a shit sandwich with all the fixins. But I'll probably manage. Or else look like an idiot. You know how it is. Now, okay, ignore that guy for a second. I could get up here and at least kill the colony with something, but my first thought is that if I have Super X shoot this colony, then it'll push the floater into this colony. I could, I mean, I suppose hitting the floater would then, well, and this is what, ground? Okay, the termites are a bit of a, Alright. I could have Gotengo ram the this floater since someone's got to do it, and I don't know. I might have to get Mugiwara up here to take the colony, even though it's inefficient. This termite's not a threat anyway. It's a troublesome thing, but... I suppose I could just have... I could just have Gotengo hit this colony and Mugiwara kill this floater now. I dislike leaving the alpha floater up, but I can't kill him this turn, and reducing the number of floaters is probably an important priority. Otherwise, they'll just keep doing their thing, and, Big Game Hunter, Nimble, so, wait, it's got Health, and Plus, and Reflect, and Nimble. What? Duskafer, did you, like, cheat this to get all the best skills? And skills that work well together? Hang on. It doesn't look like Health Plus is functioning right, though. I think we had an issue with Skilled previously. So that's fine, we'll, sort that out. But, in the meantime, yeah, Health Plus not going. Which is unfortunate as regards. And of course, Mugiwara cannot pop up in a building anyway. Obviously, his weapon is not coded for that. Or does the level up on health just not... Because, yeah, that's not even an extra skill. That's his skill, Health Plus. Okay, not fussing about it now. Not the time. I could just do this. No, weak. Let me think here. Alright, so... Tempting to just... Alright, this guy's a problem. Let's see, if I just ram the Scion, then the floater, sorry, then it'll hit the colony, but... Okay, let me think. I could have Mugiwara kill this Scion, then get Gotengo over here, have Super X hit the floater, and then Gotengo ram the floater into the colony. I believe that works. Oh, there's the dragonfly. That dragonfly could have surely have done better than that, couldn't it? Anyway, Camilla can just wipe it right now. But that's... I could also have Super X shoot here so the termite goes in the water. And this termite I don't think I can kill. Alright. And, well, whatever. That's actually a pretty good line. Okay, that's... I mean, not the most amazing for what it is, but... Okay, now the health is showing. That's odd. I thought things that increased, like, health and whatnot usually went during the mission. But anyway. So he's got resilient health and reflect. Yeah, this is some sorcery. 5 or fewer? I don't know if I can do it. But I want that core, so I gotta go through this one. I guess I can do my best to play nice with these idiots. If a colony counts as an enemy killed, though, there's nothing to be done except, you know, cry bitter tears. Maybe I can get the snails to shoot at him there. Okay, so that termite is not much... Okay. Troublesome. Okay, so my first thought is that I could go here and then ram that termite, which won't actually die, but it would at least start getting the spillways. I think Gotengo can get this snail. I mean, the snail won't die, but it'll become a slug. That's all I need to make it go away. And then I could plausibly... I don't know, something with this. I suppose I don't need to hit both spillways this turn. I could, in fact, put this one here and, like, shoot this snail after it's become a slug to make sure the slug is, you know, gone. Or I could actually have Super X go on the spillway and push this snail onto the spawn. That might be the correct play. If I'm not killing too many Vec this round. Hang on, everyone undone? This will have to do, I suppose. I just want to get the spillways done so I don't, you know... Huh. It occurs to me I could just ram this termite into the... Except, shame I can't go to the spillway first. That would have been delightful. Oh well. I'll take what I can get. And this will be a bit of a mess, but 2 of my mechs fly anyway. Oh right, kill 5 or fewer enemies. I almost forgot. I should... Still, I'll... Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, let me think here. There's 3 problems, and... Oh, shit! Fuck! I mean, it's not exactly a bad thing, but, you know, fuck. Alright, so... I'm thinking to have someone... Yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to get this snail pushed here to kill that termite. I could actually have Mugiwara get over here and ram this guy here. Oh, shit, I just realized I actually have... Yeah, all the more reason to push this guy over, because I've got too many problems to solve, and I may not have time to get this thing. Eh. Such misfortune. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking Super X gets somewhere and pushes this guy over here that kills Termite 4. Mugiwara gets over here and pushes this Termite. He'll take it. He'll also be hit by the snail, but that is okay. I guess Gotengo will ram this guy. I don't really love it, but I need to get this soon, though. If only I could afford to block something. But I may be kind of boned on that. This... Oh, that might be more kills than I want to be getting, but it'll have to do. Because I need fewer Vec on the field, or this will just end badly. Unacceptable. Okay, that's an issue. Alright, so certainly Camilla can get over here and ram this guy into the wall. That'd be funny. On the other hand, ramming this guy... pushing this guy up onto a spawn would also be a fair play. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to solve all of these with the tools I have at this time. Wait, what's the... No... The silkworms go first, so I can't push the dragonfly down, funny as that would be. God, but it's tempting, though. Especially, these two are shooting the same building, too. Okay, 3 could kill 5 for me if I could push it over. So I could artillery for 3 to kill 5, then... Mugiwara gets here and rams this guy, and Gotengo, I guess, rams this one up onto the spawn. And that's going to be too many kills, isn't it? Like, it's already more than I can handle, but it can't really be helped. Especially if I want the core. Almost wonder if I should just let this building die and... or take a hit anyway, so I can pop this for a core. Objectively, a core is more important than, you know, grid damage, right? I guess I'd be using Mugiwara to push this guy up in that case so he wouldn't die. Well. I suppose it's probably worth it, awkward as I feel doing this. Okay, so 3 kills 5. 4 damages a building unless grid defense does its job. The dragonfly isn't dead yet, but, you know, give it time. Come on, grid defense. Oh, good. The Shell Scion might actually be good for me in this particular instance. And that silkworm is a non-issue now. Good. Okay, so I can probably... If I have Gotengo do this, then the ones who do less damage could Oh, right, the snail doesn't count as a kill because it's technically a minor unit that spawns slug, and I can push the dragonfly over. I might actually get the mission, even, since this silkworm decided to be cool. Thanks, Mr. Silkworm, no, wrong one. I almost clicked here, but that would have pushed the boulder into the city, and that would have been embarrassing. Technically, I could actually push the snail, or push the... No, wait, because the slug won't be attacking as the snail is. Otherwise, I could have pushed so it would shoot the dragonfly and rock, and that would have been kind of funny. Alright. What do we got? Oh, hey. I don't remember what alert does. I probably don't need her. Well, Technician and Hyper are okay. What does alert do? Oh, wait, that's the one that gives you reduced damage. Though the extra health is nice. Since, 2 health doesn't get you very far. Even with Technician. Though... I am a bit tempted to put the core in health, though. Since I should have used the freezer thing more, I guess. What's the next mission? Protect the supplies or mech damage. Okay. Yeah, in this case, I'll take the health, because shit does happen, but I will probably end up buying plus uses real soon with the next... Alright, this one looks a bit messy. You know how it is. It looks easy until they start, getting in the way with everything. And I can't even put anything on the pad to block them from getting up in it. Should I put Super X over here? Does it matter? Oh, I should have probably tried to plan out for blocking the snail more, but... drawing the snail's fire, though I guess I managed. Okay. So, it occurs to me that if I just artillery here, it'll kill this one and push this one onto a spawn. And incidentally shoot the silkworm, but that won't help that much. I could just then have Gotengo ram the silkworm and... No, wait, Mugiwara would then be hitting the Scion from here, while Gotengo then can hit the silkworm this way. I think that works. I just gotta get the helicopter away from the colony. Although, it does amuse me to think that if I shot the artillery here, it would push the floater into the colony and push the snail up into the earlier snail's attack, which would put it down. That is actually not a bad play, huh? Then I could, kill the... That's actually tempting just to keep the colonies from building up. But, I don't know. I'm a little torn here. Actually, if I put Mugiwara here, I could then, to attack the Scion, I could then ram the Silkworm into it after killing the Scion in order to kill the Silkworm in one go with the 3 damage. This is looking better and better, if I do say so. Let me see if I've planned this stupid idea out correctly. Good thing Mugiwara has so much health. Alright. That actually worked out neatly. I think the other idea would have been fine, really, but... Huh, did this snail's attack cancel? It shouldn't matter because it was after, but... It was attacking and it doesn't seem like it. Wait, did they both just stop? That's odd. Okay. That's disappointing, but I could artillery them both into the water right now, so I'm not as fussed about it as, you know, one might typically be. So artillery shot here puts them in the water. Then, I guess the floater's gonna die. I could have Mugiwara ram the floater into the colony, and then just have Gotengo shove the snail over here, and I can get pulling on the supplies. Seems easy enough. And the termite can have fun if it likes. I don't really care. I guess I'm pulling up here. Oh, okay, that's annoying. Alright, so... I don't really care, but I could... Hang on. I was just thinking, if I ram this guy into that guy, that's a slug taken care of. This one's a bit of an issue, but... I guess I could actually freeze the silkworm. And if this slug is dead, then I don't need to worry about this. Honestly, I've got enough stuff. I'm not really fussed here. Just wanna... Just trying to think how I can best do some of this. I mean, I'm not super worried, but... Where would I place an artillery shot or even a maser shot to best have effect here? I guess I could actually shoot the floater. Let me see. And okay, yeah. Gonna freeze him, and then what? This I don't care about. The colony might actually die from the reflection, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the floater, because, you know. It's a floater. And that is not allowed in my world. Huh. Wait. Reflect goes even when a shield negates the damage? That's... What horror have I unleashed with Warbot? Shit, I would feel awful if I played a cyborg squad next, wouldn't I? Can I just drag this termite into... Yes, I totally can, and it will be awesome if I do it. Can I get... Okay. Yeah, I'll just do this. Okay, I guess we're done here. So, +1 use on freezer, probably. The Mazer Cannon is nice, but I'd be lying if I said I used it that much compared to, you know. Now, let me see. Oh, right. Kelp Forest, probably. Buoys? This doesn't look too bad. Also, I keep... Although I'll look at this. Also, I keep forgetting I could freeze buildings with Gotengo. Not really my first choice, given that, you know, Gotengo is my highest damage thing, but, you know, stuff happens. Alright, so, where's this asshole go? Okay. If I put Gotengo here, well, Silkworm might go for it. I'm guessing the Dragonfly will aim for this because it's, you know, a high concentration of things it can shoot at. Or, like, it could catch 3 things with its shot there. I guess it could do the same, like, if it goes here, but... Of course, if it smokes Camilla, the smoke will be gone immediately, which is the intent. Okay. Huh. Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. Smoking Camilla doesn't make the smoke go away, it just, you know, lets her attack anyway. Alright, that's whatever. But these two, I could just artillery right here and push these away. But, let me think. I would like the Scion dealt with. I could have Mugiwara go here and, like, just kill the Scion. Were it to be so, I could then just, have artillery... Actually, I could have... If the Scion's gone, I could have artillery push the Silkworm down and then have Gotengo ram the Dragonfly into it. But my only concern is I really wanted to kill this termites. Though that's not strictly important compared to these, I suppose. Dragonfly's probably a bigger threat. And I really just don't like dealing with the Shell Scion. I could, you know, also have decided to kill the Silkworm some way, I think, but, I'm just not as worried about him. Oh, great. Huh. Okay. Feels like the Silkworm's not super invested in, attacking... in, like, webbing people these days. Now, Gotengo could just straight up wipe these termites and it'd be amusing. I could actually ram the Silkworm onto this spawn. It's got 2 health It's got 3 health now, so that would be a kill if I do it with Mugiwara. And then I guess I could actually have Super X shoot this boulder so it hits, so the floater gets pushed into the colony. Which is a pretty reliably humorous. And, more importantly, he'll keep things from getting out of hand, colony-wise. Plus, I want that. Or would I be better off getting over here? I just might, actually. Doing fine so far. Huh. That's something. Okay, what she got? Vigor is... Oh! Do I have anything that heals? I mean, I guess repairing does it. I'll keep that in mind. Don't know how often it'll matter. Now, let's see. I'm tempted to have Gotengo hit this one. Actually, Mugiwara probably could too, since he can run through things. Now, the Silkworm is a problem. I guess the termites won't be once I move. Too bad the termites go first. I could just have, say, Gotengo ram the Silkworm down onto a spawn so it'll die and it'll just hit the termites' rock. And then, don't really have a plan for Super Axel. But I think that will be okay. I guess I could just, block a spawn. Oh, I could even use the decoy to do it. Huh. Thought I heard the repair noise, but maybe it just does that, even if the effect changes. Never not be floating, I guess. Okay, well that one thinks he's adorable, don't he? Anyway, since XP is no longer a factor, I might be able to just kill this thing. And we've got away clean this time. And if Camilla's base ability wasn't so good, well, Big Game Hunter's still good. This... I could slap the +1 damage on cadmium missiles. I might be better off with health on Gotengo just in case. Not that I expect to take that much damage, but it's nice to have the backstop. I don't think I'm going to use Maser Cannon twice in this fight. And the damage on cadmium missiles is unlikely to be a game changer. Oh, right, there's this... It has this something with ice, right? Anyway, shouldn't matter too much, considering... Right, explodes existing ice out sideways. That's kind of wacky. Anyway, what's it do? 3 range? Okay. Alright, we'll have to see how this goes. Good thing Mugiwara can walk through, like, buildings if need be. Actually, maybe I should have positioned elsewhere to lure the... Wait, really? Huh. Okay. So... The boss isn't really hitting anything important if I don't... Let me see here. If I do this... Okay, yeah, doubles before the thing. I could quite plausibly kill the boss right now without giving a fuck about the Scion. Or... I could simply have, Gotengo come at it like that. What's he got, 6? So it wouldn't be quite enough for the kill shot at that point, but that is probably okay. And, I think since the boss does 2 damage and freezes, I don't know what would happen if it froze and damaged a snail. But it amuses me to do this. And, like, ram the boss down. Oh, if I shoot artillery here, it'll push the boss down, except I want to get some damage on him. Okay, so... I mean, I'm guessing it'll kill the snail, freeze nothing because there's nothing there, and then a slug will spawn that isn't frozen. That's probably how this will go. But I don't actually know. I'll just block this spawn to make sure I have room to get away with this test. Yay, I'm a genius. Huh. Wow. Boss really ain't trying that hard to get anything done today. Considering there's nothing here, it's almost tempting to artillery shot this so the silkworm can meet the termite, but probably not worth screwing around with. I'm inclined to just get over here and have Gotengo ram this into the boss. And then shoot this with artillery and probably have Mugiwara kill the silkworm, because why not? Although, I guess if I just let the termites go here, the silkworm will kill them. But, you know, I'm a lot more worried about silkworms than I am termites. Okay. Okay, so I think this floater would like to meet Gotengo. And honestly, I barely care here, but this guy I'm barely concerned about, but I'll simply do this, because, you know. Alright, well. Okay, so this guy needs to die, this guy could use... Everybody should die except for this frozen guy, who I guess can continue to exist. Okay. That went pretty well. Aside from that one grid hit I had to take for, you know, Shiny Mountain. But one must have priorities, and human life is nothing compared to an inexplicably shiny bit in the middle of a mountain. I mean, wait, maybe that came out a little wrong? Let me think for a second here. Okay, so I can probably sell these three, Ooh, do I have a spare? I do. I will accept for... Oh, I could take flame shielding, but I've encountered practically no fire. Everyone has decent health. And I'm not that worried about the fire in the final battle. So I will take the Force Amp, because I bump things a lot, really. And then sell a couple of pilots. Huh. Now, what do we want? I'm leaning towards +1 use on Maser Cannon and maybe just take the +1 damage on Cadmium Missiles. I will likely get this soon when I get a couple more cores, since Mugiwara hardly needs the health. I don't really expect to use the Maser Cannon twice much, but it's good to have options. Thank you for watching. Join me next time for part 4.